What's everyone saying? It's your boy Someone Explores back again. I'm here today at Gare Lille Europe station, and in today's video we're going to be heading down to Amsterdam in the Netherlands. International as you do, of course, using the passport once again. I'm going to be traveling by bus, but not by Flixbus, which you might have seen before, but one of their competitors, Blablacar Bus. I got a text saying my bus got here at 10 a.m. It is 10:15. The bus leaves at 10:40. I should probably head up and see what's happening. Let's go. I'm here in Lille, in the north of France, just about surviving on 5 hours sleep, voice box gone, and with a 2-day-old croissant in my bag, heading across to Amsterdam in the Netherlands with Blablacar Bus. All intercity coach services into Lille stop here at Lille Europe, the high-speed railway station serving Eurostar, and TGV services to Paris, London, Brussels, and many more destinations. Opened in 1994, it was built to serve the new LGV Nord high-speed line, coinciding with the launch of Eurostar via the Channel Tunnel. It's also served by Line 2 of the Lille Metro, which is part of the second oldest fully automatic metro in the world. Some TGV and all regular services still serve the nearby Lille Flandre, which is literally a couple of very large steps away from Lille Europe. Now the question is my bus actually here? Oh, it might actually. The Blablacar. The intercity coach stop is located on Boulevard de Turin, and depending on when you travel, you might feel as if you're in a mosh pit squashing past people here. The stop gets very busy during peak hours or when multiple buses arrive at the same time. It's served by both Blablacar Bus and the infamously green Flixbus. Some of you may have never travelled or even heard of Blablacar Bus before this video. Blablacar Bus began operations in 2012 as Idebus, a new long-distance bus company operated by SNCF, the French national railway operator, being renamed Webus in 2015 before being sold to Blablacar, the carpool ride-sharing company, which is very popular in France, in 2019. Nowadays, Blablacar Bus operates across multiple Western European countries, including France, Germany, and the UK, competing fiercely against the behemoth that is Flixbus. I thought that this would be a great opportunity to try it out and see what the chat is. As I mentioned earlier, I had got a text whilst deeping life in my hotel room saying that my bus would be at the stop from 10 a.m. even though it departs at 10:40. So that gave me a bit of a fright. Not to worry though, the bus was coming from Paris and this was just a driver rest stop from what I could see. 15 minutes before departure, Bossman stepped out, checked our tickets, I slapped my suitcase in the hold and boarded up the middle steps, which I forgot to film. The coach running today's service was a very nice Mercedes-Benz Turismo, probably one of the nicest looking coach types out there. As I get relaxed into the seat, I think it's good to have a look around at the facilities here. A cheeky table, a seat back pocket, a footstool and heaps of leg space, USB and USB-C charging, and the customary lights and air vents above. There's also a bit of space above your head for your coats, small bags, hopes, dreams, wishes, and that one love letter to your childhood crush. There's no Wi-Fi on board though, but Blablacar tell you that on their website. There is also a bit of a recline too. I wasn't actually sitting in my allocated seat, but it wasn't a busy bus, so I wasn't going to be that guy to turf someone out, especially when it's not even that busy. But I did pay for that seat. Pain. Blablacar Bus allocates each passenger a seat and sends them a ticket before the travel date. If you don't want to get a random seat, you can pay extra to choose your own, but I'll touch on that later on in the video. And off we go, heading to Amsterdam Sloterdijk bus station. Journey time around 3.5 hours, non-stop through Belgium, and into the Netherlands. Disclaimer, my camera screen literally stopped working a couple of days before filming this video, so I didn't know what type of shots were coming out of the camera, so enjoy. The coach slowly makes its way out of Lille with the many other coaches behind us, onto the motorway, speeding our way down into Belgium. Not long after crossing into Belgium, we stop off at a petrol station to fill up the tank. Today's fuel bill is looking chunky. Yo, let's hope that they take American Express over here. Back on the move again, I thought it would be a good time to check out the toilet in the middle of the coach. It's quite tight in there and quite basic. Big mirror, place where you poop, toilet paper, a hole in the bus if you do end up missing the toilet, a sink with a hand dryer that doesn't work, and some soap. The seat isn't too bad either. It's alright for maybe a 3-hour, 4-hour journey, but for a long trip, no. You know you've entered the Netherlands when it gets very flat. Our bus comes into Amsterdam from the south, heading around the city to the west, where our terminus Sloterdijk is located. As we reach the land of stroopwafels, tulips and the red light district, right on time, let's summarize our quick trip on Blablacar Bus. Well, I really liked it. It was punctual, comfortable, scenic, clean, and it was a straightforward journey. Even though I did have a mild heart attack when that 10 AM text came through, I really appreciate that there were journey updates to keep me in the loop. From the UK, there is limited scope to try Blablacar Bus as they only run on the London to Paris route, which has a couple of stops in Calais, Lille and Charles de Gaulle Airport. So I was eager to try out the service whilst I was on the continent, using the passport, eh? It really puts up a good fight with Flixbus, and it's nice to have a bit of choice when it comes to travelling by bus across Europe. But remember, with coach trips, it really depends on what country you're in, what type of bus it is, and who is driving your bus. This bus was oddly registered in Czechia, running a route from Paris to Amsterdam through Belgium. Nevertheless, Boss Man was on point. For my ticket, I paid £24.91, which is around 29 euros at the time of uploading, which also includes the £3.49 I paid for my seat reservation, which was useless because someone was already in my seat and it wasn't even busy on that day. The fact that everyone gets assigned a seat before travel really reduces the amount of stress you have if you turn up to a stop super late with no choice of where to sit and a sweaty 7-hour trip ahead of you. Soestdijk station is located out of the city centre of Amsterdam to the west, only one stop from Central Station. It's absolutely massive, so it might be overwhelming if it is your first time here. There are separate departure and arrival sections, with the latter being located further away from the station building and the former being signposted very well with all sorts of blah blah, Flix, blah, car blah, Flixbus, stickers and posters. For me, it's time to head on a train into town, find a bar, and get me a pint of Heineken. Oh, and see how my camera screen broke? I didn't realize my outro hadn't filmed. So here's one from home. Right, as you can see, I'm not at home. I'm at Clapham High Street Station on the Overground. Might as well just do my outro. I'm outside, eh? What I was trying to say in that outro in Amsterdam was Blablacar Bus. Very good, very good. I would do it again. I got on a train, I went into town, and I got a Heineken, and I bought multiple Heinekens. Remember, drink responsibly. If you like the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe, Patreon, Ko-fi, all in the description below. Check out the other videos, whatnot, whatnot. Thanks for supporting the channel. I'm gonna go get myself a pint. I'll catch you in the next one. See you in a bit. It's been your boy, Someone Explores. Woo.